Well, I'm Kelly Elkins. I'm an author and like to write about just about anything, but I specialize in social justice issues, fundraising, nonprofits, those type of things. Today we're putting together a public interest piece on cutting. We have some wonderful young ladies that have volunteered their time. Each of them has actually experienced some kind of self-harm, and they're using this opportunity to express to other people the pain that they're dealing with.
A lot of people are just, pushing you to be perfect, perfect grades, do this, do that.
For me personally, it's always been something in the back of my head. If I do this, I don't want to fail, I don't want to mess up.
You don't realize the effect that it has on other kids. Because you don't know if they're getting beaten, you don't know what's going on in their lives.
I worked at an inpatient treatment center for adolescents for 10 years. It happens usually in the junior high age. The start of puberty is when they're starting to find their own identity, and how they treat each other is so prevalent in the stories that I hear.
It's not really talked about. No. You don't really know a whole lot about it. You don't see a lot of publications about it.
I think the social pressures right now are greater than they've ever been on both the boys and girls.
Because a lot of people just want somebody to feel like they care or to understand them.
Getting it out there, letting them know this is a problem, there's a way to fix it, and you don't have to feel the way you do. Everyone goes through something at some point in time. It's just fixing it that's the next step.
The reason why they do it is for the endorphin release. It's like they're bombarded with this negativity and they emotionally shut down, and causing that self-pain is how they feel, because everything else is so shut down.
My daughter, who's now 12, just turned 12 on the 8th of March, she just, Valentine's Day, sorry if I get a little emotional, but Valentine's Day I admitted her into the psych ward at Sacred Heart Hospital, and she was 11 and she was the youngest child that they had up there.
It becomes something they have to do in order to get that endorphin rush, to feel the feelings, and they do it through pain.
It's a brain chemistry effect, kicks in and takes over.
They feel judged. Why would you do that? Are you mentally ill? Is something wrong with you? Which just makes it worse.
Parents can be more aware and look for signs.
I know young ladies who do it underneath their bras, beside the bands of the underwear and the upper part of the thighs, anywhere where they can hide it and not be seen. It's easy to hide where you cut.
I think it's something we're all afraid of. I think just talking to people and growing to understand them more.
Perfection, and because that's one of the things I struggled with, was striving to be perfect, which is they've all been through so much, but they've all come past it, which I think is amazing, and just that there's hope that these girls have gone through so much.
I feel very vulnerable. I feel like I'm standing there naked always.
The key, I think, is good mental health care. It's such an individual thing.
I don't know, but we're all in the same place. We've all been through something, and we're all going to help each other. So overall, I'd say it was a good process. It was a healing process in a way.
Perfection, vulnerability, I'm ugly, and failure. These words all speak to how I felt as a young woman. This is their pain. This is how they see themselves. This is their struggle in life. Finding their self-esteem. There's hope out there for all of us. This is all coming together with so much emotion and caring for these beautiful young women.
The more you reach out to people, the less likely they are to do something harmful to themselves.
And recently I've been a camp counselor for a group of girls about middle school aged, and I think that was the biggest thing, is that their image of me didn't change if I told them I'd been through these things and I'd experienced them too. And it's just amazing what girls as young as 10 and 12 and 13 and even in high school are going through.
They're not alone. None of us are alone. We need to reach out and get help.